Um, tonight, I got one thing I gotta take care of right quick before so I can see your chats before we get going here. So just to hang with me for a second. That's fine. Okay, put it that way. Okay, there. Good. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay, let me check this. Okay. Can everybody hear me okay? Yeah. I'll turn it down. I just wanted to make sure I could hear. Uh, so sounds okay. What? Oh, that's right. Duh. Thank you, bud. Okay. Welcome, everybody. If you don't know who I am, my name is Sherry, and this is In My Opinion. And this is also In Your Opinion. Um, I have a few things that I wanted to get out of the way tonight before we got started. I did send out a few posts. I've been trying to practice a little bit on getting things learned. Um, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but I'm learning. So I'm gonna wait until I get some people in here. Hi, Kelly. Um, I want to see how it's gonna go, and I have some, like I said, some things that I wanted to kind of talk to you about and get out of the way first. Um, so I'll just hang on just a little bit. Um, everybody knows that there's going to be a live, so I mean it's a regularly scheduled thing. I want to work out a schedule. I don't know how. Hey, Janet. I like I said, I have some things that I wanted to talk about tonight before I actually get started. But I'm wondering, is Saturday night an issue? Like, I know there's only a couple of people in here at this moment, but um, I don't know if um, you know Saturday. People usually go out and party on Friday and Saturday nights, so I didn't know if that was going to be an issue. Saturday is good for you? Okay. Well, every night's good for me because I don't work, you know. But I have to try to remember that a lot of people have gone back to work now. So, Jacqueline, what a beautiful fancy name, Tammy. Kelly, Kelly, I was looking for Kelly. She is she just told me where she was from just a few minutes ago, and I cannot remember. But I was kind of curious as to where you guys, the state that you're calling from or coming from. Just out of curiosity. Um, you don't have to tell me what city if you don't want. That's fine. But I thought I'd like to know what states you're calling from or coming from, all the way to visit me. Oh, Kentucky. I bet it's pretty there. I've seen pictures and I have been through like Tennessee and stuff like that. I've been from California to North Carolina and pretty much everything in between. And Louisiana, Salem. Ooh. Oh, Salem, North Carolina. I lived in Fayetteville because my first husband was in the 82nd Airborne and he was stationed there at Fayetteville or Fort Bragg, uh, which, I loved the um, all those guys in uniforms. How's everybody doing tonight? I know I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Okay. There for a minute I thought, did I turn my lights on? Minnesota, Texas. Been to Texas. We were stationed at the famous oh god, I can't remember. He was in the cavalry cav division. Um, Killeen, Texas. The famous bad uh, military station there in Texas and Killeen. That's a bad situation there. But it's everywhere. It's a clique. With the military guys, it is. They're in this. You got to be in their clique, or they'll they'll call you out on it. I'm okay, Janet. Is that tea or coffee, Tammy? Hi, sweet puss. Hi, sweetie. No, sweet pea. New York. That is somewhere that I always wanted to go to for, believe it or not, the food. I always thought if I could go to New York, I would just walk through and just, have all these famous foods, you know. She's scratching on her bed. She's got her blankets all off of it. She must have just ate. Because I don't know if anybody else's dogs do this, but after my dogs eat, they scratch and roll around, and it's like they're, I don't know, like, it's weird. But, um, okay. Um, I seen a post. I just wanted to get some business out of the way real quick. I seen a post of Jay Sotomayor that I talk about a lot, um, who runs the AFC podcast. Um, and he talks about children. He talks about adults too, but it's generally children. Um, he had um, been to the doctor, um, and he had some tests done, and I don't know why he did not explain. He is okay, thank God. Um, but I sent him a message from all of us at this channel, um, love and prayers, and he sent us back a heart. So, and mods, I am looking for a subscriber named Brenda Griffin. So if Brenda comes in the chat, would you kind of keep an eye out open? And if she comes in, let me know because she has sent me an email wanting a reading, but she doesn't can't figure out, I guess, um how to get on my PayPal account. But we can enter. I mean, if somebody, well, I can do it myself. Um, I can put in my PayPal, my email address, and stuff like that, and kind of periodically do that for people because I had a lot of people from yesterday wanting that information, and normally it is in my community tab. And if you go to my community tab, you're also going to find out that I did finally get our badges, which I got them and I got them entered. So the membership uh, is on the community tab, and I do believe I put a post out on that. However, Dylan explained to me, Mom, these are emojis. They're not badges. So I screwed up with that. Go figure, right? Um, so um, I had to enter all the information and submit it. I had been approved for monetization, but I had to get all that put in, and they're going over that, and it's like 95% done, and and I have to wait till it's 100% done before it's going to come into effect on the channel. So um, then we'll be able to have memberships, and we'll be able to do our um, um, where we uh, do benefits, raising money for donations and things like that. Let's see. And I can't watch the chat at the same time I'm trying to talk because it doesn't. I can't read and talk at the same time. Um, okay. And yesterday after my chat, me and my husband had a real good evening. Um, we just chilled and um, we had a real casual dinner and it was real quiet. And I was really proud of him for being brave and getting on here last night just to say hello. That was I was really impressed. Um, but I was watching the um, interviews that they have been releasing on uh, the Lori Vallow Chad Daybell saga thing, and I seen they did not talk to JJ, so I didn't see him. But okay, um, okay, I watched uh, and you're gonna probably gonna want to watch these for yourself. They were really pretty interesting. I seen one that was um, it was just um, a telephone conversation that was recorded between um, Adam Cox, yeah, not Alex, Adam, and I believe his name was Big E. Um, let me see, where did I put that? Where did I write that? Um, okay, Adam Cox phone interview, and it was about Charles's murder, and it was very interesting and very telling, and it was about 45 minutes long. Um, and it was kind of sad because his whole family has, they won't talk to him or anything anymore. It was sad. I also watched. Lauren Sharf has her own YouTube channel, and I subscribed to her channel a long time ago. It may have been during Suzanne Morphew's uh, being missing and all that, but she did um, a video on Barry Morphew's he his GPS monitoring system that he had on his ankle and all that kind of stuff. And she explained very well what happened with that situation. And then his girlfriend, Shoshana Black Blank, let me see what I wrote it down. Because they kept talking about her, and I'm like, who is that? So, and Lauren Sharf had documents where you can actually read the documents. You can read the uh, affidavit where she was arrested for taking a package off the old Puma Path home that Barry used to live in. Apparently, he sent her over there to pick up this package, and she has a restraining order against her from several people, and one of them is Barry Morphew's old neighbors. So they were concerned, and I guess a lot of people complained about the Barry Morphew being out and all the situation and everything like that. So they're taking that up with the court. And it seems like to me, if I'm not mistaken, I no, I probably wrote it down and I just can't see it. But seems like to me, Lauren said he has to go back to court on the 13th of this month. I could be mistaken, but I think that's what she said. Her last name is Dark. Yeah. And it was funny because on Lauren Sharf's channel, hi Marcy. Um, on Lauren Sharf's channel, she has a picture of this Shoshana Dark woman, and she said that people everywhere tell her she looks just like Suzanne. Uh-uh. I don't think so. Um, you don't. The comment that I put on Lauren Sharf's channel about this woman, there's nobody gonna hold a candle to Suzanne ever. And I told this woman, if you think you look like Suzanne, you're just as crazy as Barry. I there's no way. Mm-mm. No, yeah, Suzanne was gorgeous. She was beautiful, and she glowed. She was just so such a good person, that it just beamed right out of her, and just makes me sick. Don't take me there tonight, guys. This is a lovely woman. Mm. I just know that Barry's got a lot of repenting to do because I there's a lot of times I think, oh, thank God that I'm not the president or a judge or something. Um, which that is another little tidbit of information I'll have for you too here in a little bit. He's a bad guy, and I hate to say it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyway. I hope he burns in hell. I really do. Um, that's why I say he's got a lot of repenting to do because to do something that heinous to somebody you're supposed to love and you had children with is just, oh, makes me so mad. But let's say, I'll change this. On Big E's channel, the man that talked to Adam Cox on the phone, his channel, he doesn't have a whole lot of videos, um, but he had pictures of the crime scene where Charles was killed, um, of inside the house. And, we all know that Charles was shot after he was on the ground. And hey, Sherry, did you see Donna and Candace on the Dr. Phil show? What? Dawn and Candace were on the Dr. Phil show. Huh. No. See, I don't have TV. Can I watch that on YouTube or anything like that? Because I have Netflix. That's it. They are on the way. They are on the way. Yes, I can watch it on YouTube. What do you mean they're on their way? They're on their way to the Dr. Phil show? Boy, I tell you what, can't imagine. Dr. Phil and Dawn Wells. That's funny. It hasn't aired yet. Well, I want to see it. I'd like to see Dr. Phil rip a new one. And I'm sorry. I could be wrong. I need to give them the benefit of the doubt. But it's hard to, you know, once it go. Man. They're oh, Fort Hood, yeah, that's right. Fort Hood. See, I had a baby, my first one in Oklahoma. I had my second one uh in Fayetteville, North Carolina, when we were stationed in Fort Bragg. Then I had another one in Killeen, Texas, 11 months later. Yeah, I figured out what caused that. I put stop to it. Hello, everyone. Sherry, hope you are feeling better today. Watching from Texas. Thank you, Cheryl. Um, I have a sister in Texas. She's a sweetheart. Um, it's going to be good. Yeah, Dr. Phil don't play. Yeah, you don't play. That's right. Um, and he can see through Dawn and Candace. I mean, you know, you got to be a confident person in what you're saying and being truthful to Mr. Dr. Phil. Because if you're not, he knows it. I personally, I love Dr. Phil. But I know of some people that, like, I know of someone who absolutely cannot stand him. Oh, he thinks he knows everything. Well, he should. I mean, come on. He's just because I'm not saying just because he's been to college he knows everything, but he has been in courts. He's been in, he's seen a lot of people. So yeah, it's just like Chris McDonough. He knows what he's doing. Um, was it you, Marcy, who said yesterday that you had a picture with Chris McDonough and Mike King? Somebody said that. and chat, because I was reading through it and everything, and I told you I'd read them, and I did, which I did that for quite a while. Before I went to the Lori Vallow videos and all that stuff. Um, I did send out a post. Did anybody see that post about Melanie Gibb? How she married David Warwick, and they got married on December the 12th. 12, 12. 12 times 12 is 144. 144,000, right? No, Mike King emailed me and said, he said, okay, all right. Somebody said that they had a picture with Chris McDonough, and I was like, get me a thing so he can come on here. I'll figure it out. I love that guy. He's something else. He's another one of those people that you can. I mean, you can just tell. I mean, he's glowing with good vibes, and yeah, I want that book. I think that'd be a cool one to read. Um, but on East Idaho News and also on Court TV, they have the videos. Yeah, he's wonderful. He's such a good guy. And you know why I like him? He is always praising his wife. And he's just such a good man. He's to me. I mean, other people may not like him, and I know a lot of people don't like him, but we all have our own opinions, and I don't worry about it. I know that I care about him. He's a good man. Um, but on East Idaho News and Court TV, they have the videos of the Lori Vallow saga thing, and the one with Melanie Gibb has got to be the best one. And I will tell you, she is so full of crap. Oh, I can't remember. It's been so long ago. I haven't thought about it. Oh, we never talked about it. Hockey. Bull hockey. When, because the police and the detectives asked her if her and David, on their way home, after they left Lori's house that night they did the podcast, and Alex carried JJ into the house, and they said it was a touching moment because he was carrying him, and he was asleep. JJ was asleep. They and I believe he was asleep. Um, but let me see. You can't tell me that they drove from Idaho, Rexburg, Idaho. Oh, yeah, Rexburg, Idaho, to um their home or Melanie's home in Arizona and never talked about it or flew or whatever. They never spoke about it because they both got up that morning and wanted to know where JJ was, and um, David had a bad dream. Then that night before they had left, the night before they left, and he made a remark to Lori. What, did JJ turn into a zombie too? I mean, he was sarcastic about it, and he knew about it, and there were times when Nate Eaton had interviewed Melanie Gibb, and she was saying, well, you know, because he asked, Nate Eaton asked, so what happens to zombies? And there was times when she said, well, they would die. And then there were times when she said that, well, they just prayed it out of them. Made no sense. She changed her story, and I really, 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 I hope that I hope that justice is served to everybody that needs it. I mean, that was involved in it. She knew. Uh, she said the whole time that nothing seemed right. It all seemed crazy. So why didn't she call and do something about it? You know, it doesn't make any sense. And then I seen another video of Melanie Pulowski or Boudreaux, which I don't know which her name is anymore. Ian Pulowski, I think is her last name now, Pulowski. Um, they were both served with papers to go and I don't know, be witness in the trial in a wasn't a federal, it was a grand jury, and she was like Melanie Boudreaux, Pulaski, whatever. She was saying um, to this guy, well, can we just do it? Can we just meet back in a couple of hours? I got to get my kids to school. I got to let my dog go to the bathroom. I got to do this. I got to do that. I have so much going on. And well, you know what? A grand jury? Um, I think you better answer that. Your kid's going to be late for school one day. Big deal. This is a grand jury we're talking about in a multi murder case. And the murder of two little kids. I mean, Kylie was a young woman, granted, but it was two kids, for God's sake, and they were related to you. She is just as bad as Lori. And when she got her kids back, when Melanie Pulowski got her kids back, and then finding out she was pregnant and all this, I was worried. I was so worried about those kids because I kept thinking, what if she kills them? What if she does what Lori did? I mean, it was a possibility. I imagine it still is a possibility, unless she's too afraid to do anything because people are watching her now. Um, let's see. Uh, yeah, there's too many people missing, and I don't like it because like I said yesterday, people don't. They're just not missing. They're somewhere. They are. They're somewhere. Um, and I did see some other posts where there were a couple, I think it was like two adults, young adults, and two children that were found safe and alive. And they were, in different places and stuff like that. But it's like, thank God, maybe, maybe stuff is starting to turn around. But what I think it is I think it's social media. I think that's helping a lot because there are so many people on social media and so many different talents and stuff like that that you know You get all these different people putting their heads together and solving stuff or finding people and being able to, put your information out there, that you're looking for this specific child or something. Um, Word travels fast on social media, and thank God for that, right? Uh, yeah. Chris McDonough calls his wife his bride. Yeah, and he's always talking about how he married up because I they always say that behind every good man is a better woman or a. Uh-oh, I saw a flash. Did I go off? Was it for social media? I heard about baby Artie. Am I missing something? Baby Artie? You back? Oh, did it go off? Because I seen it flash like it did last time. And I don't understand what the heck's going on. When they went to Candace, he when he went to Candace, he told his wife to stay in the truck and lock the doors. Yeah. But wasn't Dylan in the truck with Karen? I thought he was. Oh, just for a few seconds. Okay, so good. You still hear me, obviously, or you wouldn't have answered me. But so I just was really wanting to tell you about these interviews, in case you want to go watch them for yourself. But Melanie Gibb was talking to these two detectives, and it started out really funny because um, okay, I'm gonna look at that, and I'll write it down just a second. They only looked for a child, 3-year-old child, for 3 days. I'll get that in just a second. Because when Melanie Gibbs sat down and, oh, I'll be totally honest with you, this detective said something about, well, you haven't been in the past or something like that. And I was like, yes, it was a good one. It really was. It just, I would look that up, and it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was on East Idaho News. Um, if it's not there, which I'm sure it is, and I can look it up again for you just to make sure it was on East Idaho News or on Court TV because I watch a lot of that kind of stuff. Where was this little baby girl at? This little Indian baby. Um, I'll have to. I'll look into that one. I seen this Indian family, and they had a baby um in an Indian hospital, and the CPS, DHS, whatever it's called in the state that they were in, came into the hospital with police officers and took her newborn baby away from her. And I come uncorked because, for one thing, white man cannot come in to an Indian hospital and take an Indian baby away from Indian parents. It don't work that way. They taken enough from us, and I told those people, I said, that it doesn't work this way. And I explained to them because Indians have Native Americans, they have a different type of law than white people do. If you go to an Indian reservation, you better be an Indian and you better have permission to be there. And a regular police officer is not supposed to be there. They don't have authority there. The Indians take care of themselves and each other. They don't let the white man do it. They have their own rules and their own ways, and I think it should be that way. But that's me. Mhm. What did was she alive when they found her? I'm assuming not, but and was it her parents that did it? Which you don't have to tell me. I can look it up because normally Native Americans don't do things like that to their children. And I didn't think Spanish people did either because you know, Native Americans are very spiritual. Um, and they believe in God. They believe in a higher power. Um, she has never been found? Are you kidding me? Wow. Um, maybe. I'm gonna look into this because I want to know now what's going on. Um, and I also saw on a little clip of YouTube yesterday about Andy uh, McCann McCanley, Andy McCanley Jr. He murdered his girlfriend's 15-year-old daughter. Her name was Riley Crossman. I just seen that his I didn't even know what was going on, but I'm gonna look into that one too. Which I mean, it's already been solved and all that. He says he didn't do it, but something about he was on heroin or something. I don't know. It's just weird. Um, there was another one too. Normally, I write this in my tablet, so that way I can make corrections and I'll have it all there, and I'm not rattling through papers trying to figure everything out. But yeah, that would be me, the true crime person. Um, and then I keep seeing this stuff about Brian being found and stuff like that. He hasn't been found yet. He will be, and he'll be alive because he's, like I said before, he's not going to kill himself. And I do believe he's in a comfortable place. I don't think he's out roughing it and I just think he's too much of a girl. Not, and I shouldn't say things like that, but I think he's too. Um, I don't think he's as tough as he makes himself out to be. I'll put it that way. He reached out to the news, and the searchers from outside came and only looked for 3 days before they gave up on her. That's awful. But I mean, what's the deal with So I haven't really been watching a whole lot of this Brian thing. It's kind of getting tired of hearing about him. Um, but what do you think? I mean, do you think that he's in a comfortable place? Do you think he's hiking? Um, Hiking as he's hiding, or what do you think's going on? Everyone is looking for him. Dog even said Brian may be a serial killer. You know, that is one thing about Brian. I know he's going to be caught. He's going to be caught soon, and he's going to be caught alive, and he is going to go. Um, Web thing. Hello, hello, web thing. Are you new here? I do think that he's gonna. Yeah, I think he is too. I think he's just living it up, chilling, relaxing. Um, no, you're not. Okay. Well, that's good to know. And sweet Bella, Sweetie Belle, I should say. I don't know how to say your first name, so I'll just call you Sweetie Belle if that's okay. He's just a big skirt. Yeah. I like that. I'll have to remember that one. Someone's put a sign in their yard. And what about when they were delivering those flowers and this guy comes up and says, "No, they don't go there." They go, "Well, we're putting them where the address says to put them because that's our job, you know." And then they got all that straightened out, and then they started running airplanes with messages. And I think I'm not exactly sure, but I know on J is for Justice, I was watching that excessively, and it was just like, oh, I can't watch this anymore. I think it was funny. She'd play that song, "Dirty Laundry," all the time. Well, yeah, I mean, she lived there, and why can't they take flowers there? Why can't they put a memorial there? She lived there. That was the last place she that was her home. I just want you found. Oh, okay. Thank you, sweetie Belle. My dog probably thinks I'm talking to her because her name is Sweet Pea. And we call her Sweetie Pie all the time, or Sweetie Puss, or, just Sweetie Pumpkin. Her tail's wagging. But she's so good. She's such a good girl. Me too. The parents need answers. Um, Gabby's parents. Yeah, Gabby's parents need justice. I mean, I would want. I'd probably be out hunting myself. I would. I probably would, and I'd probably be packing, and I wouldn't hesitate to bring him in. Sweetie Belle is your dog's name. That's funny. What kind of dog? What kind of dog do you have, Sweetie Belle? Oh, yeah, CW. Ugh. Yeah. I, web thing. I hear you. I'm the same way. It's like the tag that I wanted to put on the back of my car was I for an I. I for an I. Because that's my thing. It's like you take a life, you give a life. You give your life. And I mean not in every situation. I know accidents happen and but you can't kill somebody and then say, well, it, there's a lot of just cruel, unusual murders, and people say, oh, but it was just an accident. I didn't mean to shoot him 10 times in the face, or, whatever. Oh, really? Your gun just went off over and over and over, and you had to reload. Oh, yes, and Marcy, we're going to discuss that. So, Marcy, I'm going to give you a little project. You need to come up with make write it down. Your feelings and your thoughts and stuff like that about Shanann and um, if you have pictures, bring your pictures because you'll be on there'll be a picture of you up here too talking like we'll do Zoom or something like that um and that may not be necessarily alive. That may be just in a video. However, we have to do it, we'll do it that way. And whoever else has a story. And Janet, I wanted to ask you a question. You sent me an email. If I'm not mistaken, it was you. It may have been summer. I need to go back through my emails. But one of you girls sent me a picture of your brother that you wanted a reading on. And I'm not sure which one it was, and I don't think I ever did it. Did I? Because I've been thinking about that, and I've been meaning to ask, and the long-haired chihuahua. Those are cute. Now, I don't mind the long-haired chihuahuas. Well, my husband's mother had one, and she was really pretty. She was red. They got her from uh, oh, it wasn't you, Janet, so it had to have been Summer. I haven't seen Summer Dawn in here. Um, so I'll have to, let's see what's going on with that. Yeah, his parents are hiding in the house. But his dad did go supposedly looking for him. Ooh, one time. He's he's a grown man. Brian is, but his dad knows where he's at. So, you know. Um, I don't know what this is at the bottom of the screen. If the uh, download is finished or the thing is finished for monetizing. I It should be by now. You were gonna do that. You haven't done it yet. Well, it's who knows what kind of dog is Sweet Pea. She is um she is part pit bull and part black lab, but um in my opinion, she looks more pit bull. Now, if her ears were cut, she would really look like a pit bull. And I love those dogs. They're the best. They're not bad dogs. It's bad owners because just it shouldn't be blamed on the dog. It needs to be blamed on the human because ultimately they're responsible. Just like parents are ultimately responsible for their children. It's the same way with an animal. I mean, I feel like dogs are your baby. I mean, my dogs are my babies. So it was not you. So I um web thing. Are you leaving? No, Marcy. I'm sorry. I can't even imagine. I mean, if it was an illness or a car accident, you could learn to accept that, but not the way she went. No, it. I'm. Are you in therapy? Because I would assume you have a spoiled rotten cat. Yeah. Web thing. If you are leaving to go to bed or whatever, thank you for coming in and visiting with us. Drinking at 51. Marcy, you're 51? I thought somebody was saying something in the chat yesterday that you were pregnant or something. So I guess not. Oh, you're not. You're fine. And Marcy, I'm sorry about your brother. And remember, I mean, we're all connected. I'm a grandma too. I have, I think, 10, 3, 6, 9. 11. 11. Yep. Oh, no, I'm not leaving. Oh, okay. I thought you said something earlier. My bad. It's okay. Marcy, 65. Okay, then who is drinking at 51? Who's that? So, Marcy, I guess, are you in Colorado? Yeah, she didn't tell us it was her birthday not too long ago, so we missed it. But happy belated birthday. They are. They're big babies. Pit bulls are big babies. Mine is. Running California. Um, do you know, Darlene? I was born in Fresno. So do you know where well, we lived in Selma. We lived in Bakersfield and Los Angeles and but I was too little to remember all that. But I do remember living in Selma, California. Boston Terriers are fun. I had one, Obi. I like that. My daughter has a cat named Tobias, and they call him Toby. My aunt is from Fresno, Sonoma, California, Boston, Mass. I don't know why. Well, maybe I do. I don't know. I am so attracted to like mountains and rivers and beautiful trees and that's yeah, it's beautiful Northern California. We have a Selma in Oregon. Well, I had a my dad's sister used to live in Washington State. She's passed though, so and then I had my dad had a brother, and him and his family lived in Atascadero, California. Oh, beautiful up there. And we would go to Morro Bay and swim, and it was just so cool. And we would buy real saltwater taffy right there at the shore. Oh, that was nice. I love that. You know how you can feel the water in the air or the it changes the air changes. Yeah, my Boston Terrier that I had, We had our couch, and then there was a hallway that went to the bedrooms and stuff. This dog, we we had marks on the wall where the we would throw the ball and it would hit the wall, and she would chase it and then bring it back, and it was all day occurrence. This dog would not stop. It was like she never got tired of chasing that ball. They Terriers are very hyper. Yeah, you can smell it, you can breathe it, you can feel it. That salt water air. I love it. And there's all Daisy. That's cute. Um, have you not caught a live? Wow. Oh man, you're in Manhattan, Kansas. Wow. I don't think that's really very far from where I am. Um, that is really cool. And a banana. My older son, he had a girlfriend named Hannah, and Dylan, when he was little, he used to call her Hannah, Hannah, Hannah. And you know how when you call a dog and you pat your leg, that's what he used to do. Hannah, Hannah, like he was calling her like a dog, and he would pat his leg. He was so cute, but he still is. And I wanna tell you, last week this 17-year-old son of mine got a loan from a bank by himself. No cosigner, no nothing, because we've been trying to find him, me and him have been trying to get him his own vehicle. Um, that's just his. And they gave him a $10,000 loan on his own, and with a freaking great interest rate. Um, and everything. So now he can go. He's looking for a pickup, and we've found several, but that's uh, that's where I come in because I'm a car person, and my father has really he, he taught me a lot. I mean, he was an alcoholic, um, and he had violent tendencies. And I mean, it is what it is, but it seemed like when he would talk about things, and maybe whenever I was growing up, I didn't think a lot about it, but now that I'm grown and stuff, I think about all the things that he said, and I am so much like him. And I mean, everybody knows it in the family. Um, because he was that stubborn, he was hard headed, he was, you know, I'm not an alcoholic, I don't drink. Then it's weird because you would think, you know, he was an alcoholic, so I should be an alcoholic, and it's not like that at all. I cannot, I cannot stand the smell of beer, and I can buy one of them little bottles of alcohol that's just a little bottle, And I will have that thing for years. And then I think, should I dump it out? Because it's been up here for a long time. And I think, no, it's full of alcohol. It's not going to go bad, right? I wouldn't think. I don't think it would. But I just, I'm, maybe it's because I want to be in control of my body. And that's another thing that I like when I start getting anxiety and depression and stuff like that. It flips me out so bad because I want to be in control of my body. I want my feet on the ground. I have flown before, but I was younger, and it's weird. Since I've gotten older, I'm scared to death to fly because when you're older, you think of all the crap that can happen. When you're younger, you don't think about it. And then I don't like to be in the water where I can't touch the bottom of the pool or something. And I don't like lakes because to me, lakes are nasty. You don't know what's been floating in them or what's been, well, yeah. I smoke, see, but other than that, I mean, that's it. I just, I don't know. I guess because I smelt beer and I I'm not saying anything bad about any of you guys or anything else. It's just the experience that I grew up with when I was a kid. I do not like drunk people. I don't like to be around people when they're drinking. Um, People do things that um oh yes, all of my kids have abilities and um I know Dylan has them. Um, he has abilities. I don't know really about the other ones, but my one daughter uh, for sure definitely has abilities, and my sisters do. My mom, my dad, um, my grandparents. It's weird. It runs in the family. I have no patience for an obnoxious drunk. Yeah, yeah. Um, People do stuff when they're drunk that they wouldn't normally do or say. Um, and not all drunk people bother me. I mean, some of them are funnier than crap, but I just, I think maybe it's because I don't know what they're gonna do or something like that. I don't know. It, I have a trust issue. I do have trust issues bad with people, men mainly. Yeah, yeah. That's the only good part about it is the truth will come out. That's good. I don't know. I just, um, can't really say it's where I've worked because I've never worked. I've worked in retail. I never worked in a bar or anything like that. And I've always been a homebody. I do not like to go out. I do not like to be around people that are drinking or they're stoned or, you know, because I feel, that's another thing. I've always had this thing about sitting with my back against the wall facing a door. And I think it's just because I don't want anybody sneaking up on me. I'm real jumpy. Um, my husband can come into the kitchen, and if I'm not paying attention, or if I got my headphones on and I'm jamming to music, and he comes up behind me or something, scares the crap out of me. But I'm not scared of spirits and stuff. Not weird. I guess because they don't sneak up on me. They're just there. Uh, I need to get my pictures and bring them down here. Wished I had all the ones off my old computer. Um, that wasn't necessarily my computer, but they were my pictures. And I have the hard drive to it, and it should have the pictures on it still, unless somebody done something to them. Because it was full of pictures like spirits and orbs and stuff like that. And I wished I knew somebody that could get into that. Excuse me. Get into that hard drive so I could get the pictures off of it. There's got to be somebody that can do that. I mean, I'm willing to pay them. Yeah, after my divorce from my first husband, um, it took me 10 years, and I met Glenn, my husband now. 10 years after my divorce. Um, I had a lot of stuff to go through to uh, be able to trust, and I still don't really trust a whole lot. I mean, I still have issues with stuff, any baggage, I guess. There is. Uh, Police were calling me today, and like I said, I've been going through so much crap, and then this comes up, and I'm like, what? You got Lyme disease, and I've heard that from you before. Now, is that Lyme disease because of a uh, tick bite? I don't know. While you're doing that, I will finish telling that. Yeah, they called me 2 or 3 times today, wanting me to go down to the courthouse, to the police station. There's a little police station in there. To tick, yeah. Um, give them my fingerprints, is what they were wanting. Sweetie, I think you need to go outside. You. Oh boy. But um, yeah, it's just a bunch of bull hockey. But I talked to the police. Oh, scared me. See, I jumped. These candles that are behind me are plastic. Or they're not plastic. They're battery. Well, I guess they are plastic. They're battery operated, and I just knocked them down. What? What? I swear, this dog. See, they're battery operated candles, and they probably don't even have batteries in them. No. Um. But yeah, I knocked it down, and it scared me. Um. What? Well, tell Daddy. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Tell Daddy you need to go outside. Tell Daddy you need to go potty. Go tell him. Hurry. Go tell Daddy. I guess I can always text him or something. I swear. The one that's part pit bull, she is such a pig. You looking forward to hanging up your Christmas lights? Yeah, I have tons of Christmas decorations. Oh, 50 in December. I'm 55. I was on Angela's live tonight. I seen she was on live, and she's one of my moderators. And we were talking about her birthday. She'll be 50 this year, and yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, she was asking everybody, "How old do I look?" Since I was, I've been sick and started on number two. Started on number on 02, wearing it about age 44. So I'm a bound person. And started on 02, wearing it. I don't understand what that means. Am I missing something? Am I losing it or what? Oh, I love being at home. I I see these like pillows that says "Let's stay home" or something like that, and I think I need that. Yeah, I'm sorry about your Lyme disease too. That's crazy. Oh, oxygen. Really? Wow. That's okay. Typos. It's like me, I can't spell. Dylan got me for Christmas. Um, I love my gift too. Um, it's a you say what is it again? God, I can't remember. Um, oh, hey Google, and it will come on, and then you say, how do you spell, whatever, or, anything, but I usually use it for spelling. But it does a lot of things. It's really cool. I like it. And I'm really wanting to learn how to um, bring up, uh, like, show you different things from the news or like these videos. I was really wanting to show, um, like, clips from the different Lori Vallow Daybell videos that I saw yesterday. I don't know. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'm gonna learn. And I was actually thinking about maybe I think this is what I have to do. I could be wrong, but I think what I have to do is when I see the clip, like on YouTube or from the news or whatever. I think what I have to do is download it and send it to my email and then take it out of my email and put it in open up a folder or file or zip file, I think is what Dylan called it, for stuff. And what I did have him do was to transfer my pictures. They're still on my phone, but my pictures to my internet or to my computer, to my laptop. Um, and see, this is the reason why I wanted a laptop because I want I don't like all these wires and towers and all this kind of crap everywhere. I wanted one that I could take different places and well, like upstairs, downstairs, whatever. And I have I had a tablet and I wore it out. So I think I ended up getting another tablet and wore that out. And then I got the iPad, and I still use it for different things. Um, but I knew that it was not functioning the way that it should or needed to for what I needed. So I bought this and making payments on it. But I got it off QVC. That's one thing. QVC is one place that I trust buying things from because they're, uh, they have they they stand behind their stuff. I mean, and they're really they sell quality stuff. Um, I don't know. It was this laptop wasn't that expensive. Um, like I mean, I think it's like $120 a month for 6 months. So, and at the time I bought it or ordered it, um, I could have just paid for it, but I can I can't do that now. Because that's when he was truck driving. But yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it here. I'm, I mean, I don't mind. I'm grateful, like I've said, but I don't know. I need scenery. I need trees and water, and there's nothing out here. I mean, like I said, it's like a desert, and I don't like it. I don't know how people live in desert areas. I just don't. Amazing gift. You love Christmas decorations. I do too. And my thing is, I've had people ask me, like family, what do you want for Christmas? Or what would you like for Christmas? All I ever ask for Christmas is for the family to be together, everybody to be happy and healthy, and let me decorate, and I'll be fine because I love decorating. And see, when I was in retail, my big thing was I used to love to go out and talk to my customers, and I knew my customers' names. I knew what they were going to come in for, when they were coming in for it, and I used to love the just forgot, I just forgot what it's called, the merchandising part of my job. I loved to make beautiful displays and things and stand back and watch people ooh and ah over pretty things. Um, I don't know why. I guess weird. But I enjoy decorating and stuff like that. It's fun making things pretty. Eye appeal is buy appeal. I thought about starting your uh, music. Why did you change your mind about doing YouTube? There's a lot of different things that you can do. I mean, it's like tonight I went live yesterday and we talked a lot and I needed that. I really needed that yesterday. Um, but I know it's probably boring tonight. Um, I figure I could strikes for music. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, you would. Because, well, I mean, YouTube has their own music um, that you can use. There are, before I started doing my YouTube channel, I thought, oh my gosh, if people will sit there for hours and watch pimple popping, I can't be that bad, right? God, I hope not. Well, thank you, Christy. I I love being able to talk to you guys. Um, it does. It makes me happy. I need that connection to people. Um, the thing is, I guess when I go live, I really don't have um a set thing to talk about. I mean, whatever you want to talk about, whatever is on your mind, or you know, Um, because I love true crime. I really do. But well, thank you. You guys, see, you're so nice. You're all nice. And I was getting so many good comments and stuff, and comments even today. And it was like, I got one and I wanted to just bawl. And I mean, it was so sweet. And I'm still waiting for Brenda Griffin, right? 'Cause, you know. And does anybody know who this Andy McClanny Jr. is that killed his girlfriend's 15-year-old daughter? Um, have you guys kept up with that or seen any of that or anything like? Because the only thing that I saw, I never heard of him. Um, and then I seen that he got convicted, and it's like I missed the whole trial. I love court trials, things like that. Uh, I do. Yeah, Brenda Griffin. I'm still waiting on her to show up because she had emailed me. Uh, you watched some of it, Janet. Um, I'm going to see about going back and uh, watching it. I don't know how much of it I'm gonna watch. It depends on how interesting it is and stuff like that. But well, I have to run. I'm helping with my grandson, 14 months and ooh, 3-year old. Okay, Mora, right? Mora Fonzie. Wow. Okay, thank you for coming in and have a good night and enjoy those kids. Love on them and treat them good and spoil them rotten. You have a good night. Um, on Court TV. Yeah, how many people are in here? I don't see um I don't see a number anywhere or anything like that. I don't know if you can see how many people's in here. I was just curious. It really, I mean, the more the merrier, and I do care. I just there could be one person in here and I'd still be talking to you. So, me, I know you're in here, sweetie. You're a hoot, I swear. Um, Janet, how old are you? I know you're younger than me. 4? There's only 4 people in here? Oh no. What are we gonna do to make our channel grow? I know that the monetization should help. That's what they say. Um, so I see 6 people. Okay, 4 now. Okay. Well, It is, wow, it's almost 9 o'clock. So that means 2 hours of listening to me say absolutely nothing. Wow. Yep. Um, let's see. UFC premieres in 30 minutes. New details released in Maya Marcano, uh, 19 murder investigation. Oh, yeah, she was 19. What? Inside the Rights plan to rebrand sex education as child porn. What? And this is coming from Ohio. This, I don't know if you can see this or not. Is that ridiculous? Uh, okay. Well, you guys, let's call it a night because there is nothing going on. 38 and you'll be 30. Next week? Oh my gosh. Oh, would you email me? Um, mm, no, I will just take it upon myself to do something for you. I was going to say email me with your address so I could send you something, but I that's okay. I don't I don't want that responsibility of having your address and then being responsible for, you know, I don't I don't I don't need anything extra on me right now. You know what I mean, right? I'm sure you understand all the crap I've been through lately. But I will let everybody go. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you, mods. Thank you so much. Um, I will send out posts and I will catch you on the flip side. And I love you guys. Have a good night and take care, y'all.